Hello, my Scorpio kings and queens. Welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie. This is your reading for the month of August 2024. We are celebrating our Lion Kings and Lion Queens because we are in the Leo season for the most part for this month. And so please wish them all a happy birthday. And today we're going to be doing the Celtic cross reading. These are always juicy. These are always deep, especially for you water signs. So let's get into things. Keeping in mind, these are general readings. We're going to take only what resonates, okay? We're going to leave the rest. You can check your sun, moon, rising, and north node for additional context and texture. And then be sure to check out the description below for links to personal readings and all the other goodies. Okay, Scorpio, let's get into this. In your current situation, Scorpio, you're showing me right off the bat that you are in a period of healing, okay? That is upon you. The challenge is the Six of Pentacles coming in, and maybe you're having a little bit of a hard time getting enough time for your healing process. So things could be busy. You could have dependents looking to you for something, someone that relies on you. And there may be a little bit of an imbalance with you being able to get the healing time and space that you need. In your focus area, you have the King of Wands. This is a really strong, fiery energy. Scorpio, for me, has always been the water sign with the most fire. So perhaps this is you focusing on, or needing to focus on, how you are transforming, really starting to identify the ways in which you've transformed and are transforming. In the past, you're leaving behind the Page of Cups. This looks to be a love or emotional connection or a love relationship that just did not have a sense of completion. It didn't have, and by completion I mean the two individuals in the connection having a completeness within themselves and then it working out. This could be romantic. This could be a friendship. This could be simply a pattern that you were in the past that you're pulling yourself out of. And it has to do with the way you feel about someone or something. In your strength, you get the Ace of Swords. This is another, very passionate, fiery energy. You are probably really giving off very attractive vibes right now. A bit on fire, a bit, like magnetizing some people or some things to you, which is really beautiful. And then in the future energies, you have the Hanged Man. So there may be something that coming up you're going to be taking a look at from a deeper perspective. I do feel as the reading continues, we kind of go deeper and deeper here. And I don't know how that's possible, Scorpio, because Scorpio is already deep. In the advice and support, you get the Queen of Wands. So your needed focus is the King. And the advice and support is the Queen. So I'm wondering if you're already, Scorpio, in those Queen energies and you're kind of working with that fire element, working with some transformations to kind of take yourself to that next level of the King, because that would be a natural progression. And it feels like for some of you, this is a completion energy of the masculine and feminine, the positive and negative charge within you, coming into a balance and coming into a divine union within yourself. So we can even look at this without muddying the waters with other energies and other people, and look at this as your relationship with yourself and having that natural progression to embody both of these energies here and the wisdom that comes along with them and the element of fire. In the environment, you have the Knight of Cups. Now, I feel this is better. This feels better than what you're leaving behind in the past. There is a more, what's the word? It's like real life, authentic love here in your environment now. And I feel like it makes you feel really happy. Like I'm almost getting a vision of the dolphins when they play and jump out of the water. That's kind of what it feels like. So there's something in your environment that's really bringing you a complete feeling kind of energy. It brings you a feeling of wholeness. And it's like wholesome fun or something like that. In your hopes and fears, you have the Ten of Swords. Well, that's a bit dramatic, Scorpio, but it is Leo season and you're feeling into it pretty deeply. You're honestly giving me the feeling like you're giving me the death feeling, but that's you. Okay, so I'm trying not to take this as dramatic as it looks on the surface. I think this is you actually going into a deeper layer of yourself and vetting out some stuff. So it almost, to me, feels like, I'm going to try to think of an analogy for people who watch Lord of the Rings, okay? You know when Gandalf fights the Balrog and he falls and he dies and he's brought back to life? This feels like the process you're putting yourself through. You know, it feels like you're kind of willingly sacrificing yourself here. But when we're talking about our own inner work and our own consciousness work, when we willingly sacrifice ourselves unto ourselves, that's how we grow. That's how we become the magician, the true magician, the master magician, the hermit. That's how we do these things. So it feels like you're putting yourself through this as a rite of passage. In the potential outcome, there's the Three of Swords. So you're acknowledging to me that this can be painful, this process that you put yourself through, but that it's important and that it's heart-centered and it's heart-led. And right below the heart in this picture, this is a cool Three of Swords. I like it. You've got the fire lighting up the heart underneath, almost like a crucible where you're transforming energy. And then you've got the triquetra symbol here, which might represent you, your greater being, the natural prime creator of the universe, creator, source, God, whatever your term for it is. I like to say natural prime creator of the universe because that feels more organic to me, more natural, to make sure I'm connecting with the right energy. And then the higher force, which would be for some of you like the Holy Spirit. This is you embodying that. It's your own process with it. So definitely taking us deep here, Scorpio, into your ways, into your depths. Let's look at this healing that you're going through right now, because this, you know, this is important. You're acknowledging that you are maybe resting and you are healing. You're having some downtime. You might be doing a bit of redecoration. You've got the Nine of Pentacles here. You may be kind of moving things around in your space a little bit to make you feel better. You've got the Five of Cups. So there is something that has made you sad or that you feel sad about. It feels like this could be the weight of something that has to be resolved from an ancestral perspective, and that a lot has fallen on your shoulders. You're showing me you've had a lot of responsibility with something here, and it almost like just really has you all tight up in the shoulders here. If you do work with a massage therapist or a body worker, it might be a good time, because it feels like your body's emotionally holding it in the shoulder, in the trap region here, and your neck, and working your neck back up. It's interesting because you've got an energy of where you're really looking to, and you may be actively making improvements on something, but there's some sort of emotional responsibility energy that has you kind of weighed down. So take a look at that. Let's look at the Six of Pentacles here. This is your challenge. Maybe, like I said, you might have other people looking to you. Other people might be dependent on you, your children. It could be somebody's looking to you for something and you might have been having a little trouble balancing out. Sure seems like that. You've got the Page of Swords and the High Priestess clarifying this. So the Page of Swords would represent the more youthful energy. So this could be the more youthful people in your life, children that need you and that come to you, not just just for, you know, everyday needs like, Mom, I'm hungry, Dad, I'm hungry, but, you know, Mom, what do I do about this? Or Dad, you know, I'm struggling here. Coming to you for that higher wisdom. And when you're doing your own healing, especially if it is something ancestral that's very heavy or passed down in the family or some sort of big work like that, it can be hard to shift gears and then all of a sudden show up for that child or that person who's coming to you and needing that guidance from you, because you're trying to kind of fill yourself up at the same time, right? And that can be tricky. Even with the Scorpio capacity to hold all that depth. For your needed focus in the King of Wands, you get the Knight of Cups and the Judgment card. And the Queen of Wands, so you have the King of Wands in the focus, the Queen of Wands in advice, and the King is clarified by the Knight of Cups and the Judgment card. And you have the Knight of Cups in the environment. Woo! This is all kind of swirling together here. What it really feels like you're telling me here, Scorpio, is that you are fully committed and fully heart-led in healing whatever this is in your ancestral line, in your bloodline, in your blood codes, in your family line. You recognize now you're up against maybe having some other people, including your children, which you do have. You're, as the guide there, you have a little more, you know, say and everything on, but there may be other family members around that are doing no such thing, that are having no such part of this, that may not even be aware at all of what's going on here. And so the burden kind of falls to you, you know, and you look like you're willingly taking it on. You're like, this needs to be healed, this needs to be transformed, and if nobody else is going to step up and do it, it doesn't matter. I've already decided I'm going to. In the past, to clarify the Page of Cups, what you're leaving behind is the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. So this may be directly connected to some thread of your stability. It could just be in the family structure, like, because you know you're rocking the boat here by doing this level of healing, by doing this deep healing upon the ancestry and upon what's like fallen on your shoulders. And so it rocks the boat and it makes things unstable for other people, and that stopped you before. It has stopped you from moving forward into these healing and very transformative energies because you were so concerned about what they think, or, you know, making it uncomfortable for someone else. But you did that like at your own expense, and it kind of held you back. In your strength here, you have the Ace of Swords. This is passionately moving forward, clarified by the King of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So you're here, you're going to passionately move forward in this journey to heal this great responsibility in your ancestral line, in your bloodline. This could be something that requires a lot of atonement, a lot of forgiveness going on. It feels something like for some of you, like healing, like owning slaves, your family owning slaves in the past, family being a part of like some sort of like a battle where other families were destroyed, right? So kind of that, like a little bit of that karmic imbalance here. And this, you know, like this is a strength for you because you know this is how you get not only your individual power back, but that you recover the true divine organic power of your bloodline. This is really deep work. You water signs are kicking my butt with your powerful stuff going on. And I knew it. I knew you guys are going to do this month. Let's look at this Hanged Man in the future. The Five of Swords and the Emperor. The future, always in motion, can be a little bit hard to put our finger on here, but it appears that you're going to be looking at this generational ancestral stuff that you're healing, right? And you're going to be looking at how, maybe even particularly the men of the family led, how they were leaders, and you can see how the way in which they led created conflict. Okay, so there's going to be this kind of internal process. This may even come to you in visions, in dreams. You may have like where you kind of almost like come above the timeline and are able to see an event that happened, or you may be working with events on the timeline there, so that you can bring the best energies of the bloodline before the traumatic events or the places where the leading was cruel or unbalanced or just not for the greater good, and bring yourself up out of that part of the timeline to heal. Whew, this is good work. This isn't for the faint of heart. That is for damn sure. In the Queen of Wands, in the advice and support, you get the Three of Pentacles and the Fool. I feel like this is what is going on for you right now. This feels good. This energy feels lighter. This is like a breath of fresh air here. I feel like someone around you, and it could be your kids for some of you if you have kids, or just a friend, or somebody is rather playful around you. They have the tendency to keep things light, and it's good to hang out with them while you're going through this, because it allows you to enjoy life a little bit, maybe get a little bit more in your imagination, your imagination, be a little bit more carefree. You could be enjoying some outdoor time with this person. This is such a beautiful collaboration for you with these people. If they're adults, with the kids, it's just playtime. It's just enjoying playtime. Because otherwise, like, what you're dealing with is so serious. And you know, Scorpio, you can get a little serious sometimes. And it's nice to have, you know, your kids making jokes and laughing and having good laugh session with your, you know, loved ones, or somebody that you just get a kick out of them. They just help you kind of kick back a little and bring a little bit of ease to this very deep and serious situation here. In the environment, clarifying this Knight of Cups, you get the King of Pentacles and the Justice card. So remember, I saw like the dolphins playing in the waters. There's play coming in for you, which I really like. It actually has the tendency to stabilize your energies in a really balanced way, so that when you're doing this deep work, like this deep ancestral work, and you're really, you know, you're having visions, you're having these dreams, there's prophetic things going on for you. You almost feel like, oh my gosh, am I even in this reality even anymore? You have these energies in your environment that really bring you back to earth, back down to earth. And you're like, or if you're in that shamanic deep journey, you kind of come back to the surface for air, right? There's this balancing that's happening for you, which is really, really important. So your job, when those times are upon you of just laughter and celebration and joy, is just to soak it up, soak it up, soak it up and take it with you, you know, because it's really beautiful. So let's look at this. Just when you guys can't shock me anymore, you do. Okay, hopes and fears, your Ten of Swords. So this is you saying, I'm sacrificing myself unto myself. This isn't some sort of like weird religious like mea culpa crap. No, this is like you really going in and healing the heart of your ancestry, your heart, the heart of everyone before and after you, from whatever divergences took place on your line. And you're showing up as the Death card here. That's your energy. You're like, I'm doing this. I am doing this no matter how painful it is, no matter how long spanning it was. You're doing it. Very determined here and very much capable of doing it. Let's look at this Three of Swords and the potential outcome. So it's clarified by the Six of Pentacles and the Tower. When we do such powerful ancestral clearing and healing on our bloodlines, in our soul codes, and our blood codes, everything that was once supported by that particular divergence comes crumbling down. And so again, you're going to rock the boat. You're going to rock the mountain. And this, what others in your family might not understand, but you understand, is that this is actually bringing a immense balance to your ancestry. Okay, and this has needed to happen for a very long time. they won't take it that way necessarily, because it's going to break down the way they've been operating under that old leadership. So here you are coming in and breaking it all down and saying, no, we're going to lead differently. We're going to act different. We're going to be different. We're healing this. I'm healing it. It's going to be up to the other people in your family. It's going to be their individual choice. For the ones that are already living who may have no clue or just no interest in being a part of this, it's going to be up to them how they take it, right? And they can either take it as an opportunity for growth and evolution, or they can fight it and kind of have their world rocked. It's up to them. Scorpio, let's get you a card from the Earth Warriors Oracle to close out the reading today. Scorpio, you on your journey here are getting the number 3 card, the Totemic Puma, Power Awakening. I am Puma. I awaken within you the vigorous energy, fierce power, and ability to act without hesitation when the moment is right. My patience and strategy, my preparation, let me try that again. My patience and strategy, my preparation and precision, my fearlessness and my decisiveness are now your own. Allow my sacred medicine to fill your soul and bring courage to your heart. You have come into your power. And Scorpio, this is beautiful. This is absolutely what you need. So Puma energy is with you. We have a monarch butterfly here as well. We have some brilliant deep oranges and yellow here contrasted with the outline, the black. And it's just so beautiful. It is a very intense card. It's a very beautiful card, and it represents exactly what you're doing and the power and the fierceness with which you're doing it. Wow. Okay, mind blown once again, Scorpio. I hope you have an awesome day or evening whenever this found you, and I can't wait to see you next time.